Your bakery is done, Tarben, and our feasting table will be warmer for it.
Eivor, that is kind of you. I hope one day I can repay you.
You are among friends here. There is no need.
No need, but a desire. An earnest one. I remember the good things people do for me. To warm my heart in times when kindnesses are few and far between. There was one more thing, though, if you had a moment. A grain merchant has set up downriver. I want to bring a half-dozen bags home, but I would need an extra pair of hands.
I can lend a hand.
That's a relief. I did not fancy asking Holger.
Tarben, what brought you to our clan?
Your reputation. Heard folk say a band of hard-drinking, battle-scarred warriors had washed up on shore. Said you had settled in the center of Mercia, taking in whatever flotsam, jetsam, and jumble of misfits came to your docks.
And this appealed to you?
More than anything. Always been a bit of a drifter. The thought of settling in a rowdy camp felt like a good balance. And being a baker, I knew my services would not be sniffed at.
What see you, old friend? I did not take you for a baker when we met. You have the look of someone who swings an axe.
I do hear that a lot.
But baking is your only craft, is that right?
I have always enjoyed it. And I have always been good at it. But when I'm not able to find such work, I take odd jobs where I can. So long as I can work with my hands.
Well, we have that in common.
A question, Eivor. You're a warrior, a fighter. That much I know. But if you could stop fighting, what would you do?
You ask the wrong question. I can stop fighting. But to do so would be to deny the essence of who I am. I think you mean, if I had to stop fighting, what would I become?
No, you've given me the answer I wanted. It's good you've found what calls you. A rare and happy thing.
Yes, I see you both. What can I... It's you. What are you doing in Mercia?
Collecting grain. 30 silver's worth if you can spare it. I do have the coin.
Right. Well... take what you need and get going.
That should cover it. Thank you kindly.
Of course. And you take good care of yourself. Yeah?
It's een haarvoet.
Kent u Phyllis? You that's the franken honest man.
Is that your usual vendor? He seemed a little surprised to see you.
Did he? Well, could be he knows somebody who looks like me. There's no shortage of big bearded men around here, yeah?
I suppose not. About your question earlier, what would I do if I weren't a warrior? I would ask the same of you. Is baking bread your greatest wish?
Is there something wrong with wanting to bake bread? The Romans baked bread. The Egyptians baked bread.
It is a fine trade. But is it your calling?
It is my calling to feed people, I'd say. To be of service to those I care for, and who care for me. That brings me joy.
Put that way, it is a noble pursuit.
I don't know that it's noble. It is simply what gets me up in the morning, and gives me purpose for the rest of my day.
Need help with your grain?
No need, no need. I'll do the rest myself. Bring it in and put it where I like.
All right. It was good to speak with you, Tarben. A welcome diversion.
You too, Eivor. Thank you for your help.
Good day, Eivor.
Farewell, Eivor.
Thank you for treating Hytham with respect and kindness, Eivor. He has found a family among your clan.
He is more than welcome here, as are you.
Eivor? A moment.
Tekla, you look like you wrestled a bear. Is something wrong?
Gods, Eivor, I was robbed on the road between here and Lincoln.
By who? Did you get a good look at them?
They were Saxons, I know that much. A pack of them lifted 4 barrels of my ale and all the coin I had on me. The biggest one pulled me off my horse and stuck his mouth in my ear, said, "Tell Guthban we expected him home soon."
Guthban. That's Battlebone in the Saxon tongue. Are you sure?
That's what he said. It's not someone here, is it?
Not that I know of.
I do not begrudge us taking in orphans, Eivor, but some of these Saxons, we hardly know them. You ought to ask around.
A good idea. You take care of yourself. Let me see to this.
Thank you, Eivor.
Tarben, do you have a second? I was wondering if...
I am Guthban, Eivor. It means battlebone. Not the name of a cheery baker, is it?
Not one who bakes bread, no. So, how did you earn this name?
Before I came here, I lived another life. A brutal, bloody life. I served with a gang of mercenaries. I was their weapon, roaming the wilds of England. Did whatever they asked of me, and all they asked was violence. When I left, I laid this sword on the grass and made a vow. I swore never to spill another drop of blood, to abandon acts of violence, to never kill again.
A hard promise for a hard man.
It wasn't, not for me. This life here is all I've ever wanted. I've never been more at peace. This is my doing. I brought all this upon you. It is down to me to fix it.
Tarben, by threatening you, they threaten my clan. I cannot allow that.
These men are foul, Eivor. You should not have to fight my battles for me.
Do you not hear me, Tarben? If they threaten you, they threaten me. So let us face them, together.
Very well. Meet me outside when you're ready. I believe I know where they will be.
If you wish to face your old friends, I'm ready when you are.
Good. I'll lead the way. I want you to know, should it come to blows with my old crew, I can handle it myself. Forgiving me is all the work you need to do.
There is nothing to forgive. You walked away. They pursued. By axe or by fist, I will do what must be done to protect my clan.
You're living the life you want, aren't you?
You're a good boy. Before we're spotted, tell me what I should expect here. Will they attack us on sight?
I shouldn't think so. No. Nothing like that. It's not how Wilf operates. Yes, he's a clever one. And rather kind when you meet him. Makes you feel like you're a friend. Family. I met him a decade ago, and he was the first person to truly welcome me. To see some value in me. He told me I had a gift. For intimidation. Persuasion. Violence. Just by the size and strength of me, he knew how to use me.
So, what do they want from you now?
They'll want me back. They'll want me to be the man they think I am. Monstrous and massive. Wilf and them were the only family I had then. But their love was conditional. Wilf only loves what he owns.
So, what do you intend?
I know I won't go back. I don't want more blood on my hands. But apart from that, it's hard to say. Who knows what they have in mind?
We're stopping.
That house, there. They're likely within. It won't look like much, Eivor. But don't be fooled. And don't take Wilf lightly, charming as he seems. The man is a serpent.
I've met plenty of charmers who turned out to be snakes.
I know. Only a warning. Let's go inside.
Whack man! Betin hine! No, then I'll reach though! Sweet Reda!
Gotham, my boy, as I live and breathe, you got my message. And you brought a friend. Who might you be, Dane? His new leash?
I am Eivor, and the woman you robbed was one of my clan. That will not stand.
I know. I'm busted up about it. But tell Tekla, was it? Tell her that her ale is some of the finest we've tasted.
I am done with you, Wilf.
But we are not done with you, boy. We gave you food, shelter, ale to drink, riches galore. We made you who you are.
For all you did for him, he repaid you with blood and sweat, did he not?
You're a fiery one, I like that. But the ink was dried on this deal well before your number arrived in England. If you wish to clear Tarbin's name, I'm happy to help with that. It's only a small matter of cost. Some weeks back, soldiers confiscated my personal wares, shall we say. Tried to confiscate me as well, but I gave them the slip. If you're keen, you could recover my belongings and return them to me. Do that, and your name is clear.
I can't. I promised myself I would leave all this behind. But...
If it will clear Tarbin's name, we will recover what is yours. Where are these soldiers?
Camped not far to the west. A battalion of bloated, brainwashed military men. You can't miss it for the smell.
Wait here, then. We will return before you sprout another pair of horns.
God go with you, Eivor.
Eivor, this isn't your fight. You don't need to do this.
But I am. Now listen. When we reach the camp, leave everything to me. I'll find Will's goods and bring them to you. If I'm spotted, it won't be pretty. Many may die. I do not want you involved. You must not break your vow.
No vow stands above my duty to my friends, Eivor. I could not leave you alone with them should they...
Go, my eyes.
No vow stands above my duty to my friends, Eivor. I could not leave you alone with them should they attack.
If it comes to that, stand aside until then.
I will. You have my word.
All right, wait here and stay out of sight. This place is heavily guarded.
Skittering away! There! Come, brothers. Let's end this.
everything. I'll return to Tarbin.
You found it!
I did. Let's bring this back to Wilf.
You handled that better than I would have.
Is this the sort of work you often did with Wilf and your family of marauders?
A quick robbery like this? That was the least of our work. We stole from the poor, killed the helpless, cheated the dim-witted. We were lower than slugs. I shudder to remember our best days, and I weep for our worst.
Let it go, then. Remember only what makes you a better man.
Oh, they have returned.
We have your goods.
Beautiful. Beautiful, put them there.
The ledger.
Of course. Happy to honor it. My goodness, such a lack of trust these days. It's a dark age, no mistake.
That's it, then. We're done?
Aye. You are free to walk from this place and live as Tarbin the boring bread maker for the rest of your days. But you, Eivor, if you ever get tired of the settled life, we could always use a thief with your skills. Think about it.
Tarbin, are you satisfied?
Yes. I cannot thank you enough, Abel. I feared the worst when I heard my old moniker, Guthman. Hadn't heard it in years. Stretch yourself. Yes. I cannot thank you enough, Abel. I feared the worst when I heard my old moniker, Guthman. Hadn't heard it in years. Dredges up fearful memories.
I imagine. How did you fall in with that bunch?
After my mother died, I sought family. Wilf offered it. He looked at me, took me in and told me who I was. Who I could be. I don't crave that belonging anymore. Among you lot, people accept me. I don't crave that belonging anymore. Among you lot, people accept me as I am. The greatest gift I ever got. Peace.
Many men are calm because they have never known a storm. You weathered the storm and worked through it. It is a rare thing.
That means a lot. Thank you. It's good to be home again. That is, if I haven't robbed myself of the pleasure of calling it home.
Tarbin, in spite of all, you're welcome here. And yours nothing but the work you love.
Right. Payment in fresh loaves of bread. I can manage that.
But first, one scrap of your past remains.
Right. The ledger.
Toss it, and purge the past.
With pleasure.
An epic tale.
The last ship I spent any good time on was my father's. Quite a lot happened on that ship. Quite a lot. My sea legs are returning to me, but there is a shadow yet in the waves that stifles my joy. On our voyage from Norway, Thor's temper flared. The rain was relentless.
Pick up from there. Pull up here! Show me what lies ahead. There you are, Gunnar. And with a smile I haven't seen in some time.
Eivor, over here. Eivor, thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you'd been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here. Bridget. My own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our gunner.
Lavendine da, with Maisie Greeley.
Good to meet you as well. How did you find a woman in these backwoods?
She came through the settlement selling runes, outshone every stone in her satchel. She offered me a trade, a rune for a brooch I was making. I got a better deal. But she loves the ugly little thing.
Have you a family, Bridget?
Nath Mom and Dad carried Evan Gillard and Anun. Conun helped druise me.
Bridget Man Power, the last high priestess and elderman. They since passed on. But the current elderman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this elderman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim jolch. You two bags of air sich o gwmpas gilydd. A Eivor gal clis llawn.
Right, no daylight to waste then, huh?
So the Elderman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skald for years to come.
And the merchants here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger.
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mine.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let's bring a few back.
There is the Elderman. Kunan!
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah. Then let's introduce you to Tevdur. Hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be Elderman after Kunan. Tevdur, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick and the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
I'm here to hasten my friend's marriage and drink my weight in ale. If friendship comes afterwards, then all the better.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated godright kings for puppet rulers?
So-called puppet kings keep your lands safe and your bellies full. I ask no thanks, only hospitality.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevdur? Cider?
Ah, you must be Eivor. Tevdur, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevdur, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry. So you've come to meet the family before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan, but your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, and he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves and fangs on the path, a fellow may fall in God's service.
Kunan, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tefter?
I see I am outmatched. Though it deign joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Well, shall we then?
Samhain. Cunon humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when I am Elderman. Fires and magic, spirits in the air. Gloucestershire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. The festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around,
it lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
the profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great renewal?
They will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. Not false idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Kenhelm your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Low in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, king-born. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You're a kinder man than the mask you wear. You won't be rid of me. I'll keep my word to Cunon for your safe return. I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch, or turn my back?
Oh Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I'll not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Teftir.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Teftir, get to safety. Find somewhere to hide.
Where did they come from? That was close.
Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
It is good I was here to protect you. Maybe Cunon has the eyes of prophecy.
Splood, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely the shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Gloucester, unless you like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Cunon...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks. Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Teftir to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our path was not peaceful, accosted by a singular of boar.
Odd, but path na usually safe. To the brievo.
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight, two of you as a pair.
How did Teftir become Cunan's successor? He speaks with his god's fire, but I do not quite believe it.
I watched the Egroi's father's heart in Calon Teftir. He believes Mavanade quite do.
Tragic that is. But I think the lad can still be molded, Eivor. You might be just the one to do that.
I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest. Skull.
Skull. So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Ni gwisgalan vela sprudjan and creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Glowachester gives their glut to otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given. I've only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
It's hardly a disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mary-Louved. Now, let's hooden. Become the Mary-Louved, the spirit who sings for cake and ale. And you cannot have your cloak back until we leave.
I'll keep this covering. But even a knife to my throat could not make me sing on command. Gunnar, if no one else is dressed this way, I'll fill your shop with sheep. Trick or treat!
What business have you? Oh, the Mary Louid. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Sour night and the moon is high. Mary Louid haunts my door.
Give me sweets and candied treats, the kind I most adore.
Ha! Here then, sweets for the Mary Louid. You've earned it.
Are you playing the role of trickster spirit?
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask and some sweet cakes to turn you into a gentle skull.
I am not going to sing, Gunnar. Are you ready to rhyme with me?
Down the road from my abode, there is an open vale.
I've been here knocking and a-walking. Now give me cake and ale.
Brilliant, that is!
Lads getting into their cups, scaring the wee ones.
Deus vult hoc esse, haec patiar in nominis sui gloriam.
Giddy!
Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our stores so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
Look at these cakes. Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar? My cakes.
You would not have been out in the late and in the dark. So bent low to the ground.
It's alive? Each got
Say to me.
I said, cloth ears, take your
Gunnar!
gods and piss off back to your ships here.
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let them go. We can hood more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ, him tall.
You're dead.
Enough! Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg, then.
It's nothing.
Careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Tin Lucas. Modron's a gumpas to patch this land.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Gloucestershire, but I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gwyneth, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salt.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab the worms just to be safe. Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before your return.
Give me strength.
My mam Modron is known am a humor towel gadran.
I'm glad you're all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make Marion try to loosen Tevder's shoulders.
Modron, you do not have to save his leg. I'll understand.
That limb will be fine, but no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.
With bitter ale and sweet friends, that is a fine way to end a day.
Eivor, there you are.
Tevder.
You're well met. Gwilym here has challenged my honor in a contest of drinks.
Join us. The lad will be easy pickings.
Give me a cup.
Some ale, then.
One for me as well.
For a shaveling of the Christ Lord, you have a lot of scars, Gwilym.
Not every tonsured man is a wet-eared abbey, babe. I came to God after I had scarred my soul with sin.
To holy hearts and humid eyes. It is the best drunkenness returns a man to royal reason. Skull.
Keep on. The honor of Gloucester is at stake. I will not leave these lands to one who...
So slow. Too strong for you.
Come on, lad. Show the Dane your mettle.
You're a bit green, friend.
Good effort, Tevder. This merriment feeds my soul. Here, another drink on me for allies new and old.
Of all the elder men I've met, you are the most unburdened. What is your secret?
None. It is well known. The burdens I carry will soon leave this world with me. So drink to my life and death.
Death?
I am to be sacrificed in the Wicker Man as king of the harvest. Like Elderman Simkin before me and all before him.
Horrible barbaric practice. A burnt offering after poor crops. They hope well-fed gods will smile upon them.
A true father sacrifices himself for his people. Gives his all, his blood and flesh. A great honor, but a sad fate.
When you speak these words, it reminds me of the Christ.
Aye, lad. Now you can see how a man like myself sees the value in both.
A toast, then. To Elderman Coonan. joyous and generous. Let each man show him loyalty until he suffers death.
My friends, you are kind to me. I'd like to toast my successor, Tevder. May he wear the horns head high.
Weak. What is this? Water. I feel like Thor chugging oceans, no effect to my head or step.
You heard the woman. Give her something stronger.
This'll work faster than any tonic.
Good. Give me visions of all creatures that roam these hills, and the sore head tomorrow to pay for it.
Wow, that tastes awful. It feels good, though. Eivor, speak true. My feelings be damned. I have been an arse, do not deny it. And I, for that, I am sorry.
A colossal horse is ours, yes.
Soft words from a heartless heathen.
Only fiercer than fire among ill friends. I can be very as nice as a spring gale.
And how nice is that?
Nice enough to tell you that you're wrong for the Elderman seat.
Maybe you are correct. I wanted to be a cardinal. But the men who raised me said I'd serve God better as an elderman.
You are your own men, not theirs. The only ones you should be serving are your people. Tevder, with Gunnar and Bridget's marriage, our clans will unite. But we could join by oath as well.
Oh, yes. My first ally as Elderman. I accept. We shall make an oath. How do we start?
Yeah! The greatest oath and the greatest union! To the oath!
The treaty! The greatest! Shh. People are sleeping. More ale to seal our friendship? This way. Look out for the black sow.
Sow? Like pig?
Flaming pig. Chases you home at night. Silly words to scare silly children.
You see magic as the stuff of children's dreams.
Perhaps I judge too much. Truths I half believe. Foolishness sometimes takes my tongue. I have to piss.
A great blackness chases stars across the sky in great whirls of color and light. Whoosh.
Here we are. Right inside here.
Tevder! 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 Where are you? Hell's breath. What happened last night? effects of that draft still cling.
Tevder, are you here?
Tefder's bodyguard, killed by knife. Blood. Could be Tefder's, if he was the heavy thing being dragged. Muddy footprints. Someone was hiding back here.
What's happened here? Open this door! Come out of there!
Gwillem's pouch. I wonder if it still has his little something stronger. But why is it here? Better hold on to it. This pot has been broken, and it's covered in blood. A weapon, maybe. So, what does this lead to? The murderers hid here, lying in wait while we approached outside. They jumped from the shadows to kill the bodyguards, and to disable Tefder. And they dragged him away. That accounts for everything. Except Gwillem's pouch of herbs. I'm still unbalanced by Gwillem's special something. Maybe Mother Mordrin will know the contents.
There she is! What is the meaning of this? Blood soaking our soil, and your weapon coated in the same!
Conan, please. More has happened here than you can see. Give me a right to parley my innocence.
I should have heeded Tevder's misgivings about heathen party guests, and now he has paid with his life. With Tevder gone, Gloucester will be without an elderman. Eye for an eye. Your Raven clan will lose their chieftain.
Get the murderer!
If they see me, this will get messy. Hands tacky with old blood from the new king. It would be best to lie low. See you, old friend. There's Moon.
Hello again.
Mother, it's the friend of the mangled leg man.
Eivor, you remember?
Indeed. It's a surprise to see you. Is everything quite all right?
No, it's not. I awoke in Tefder's wrecked home. Blood, but no body. Conan's men are after me for the lad's murder.
Uh-oh. Did you stab him? Mother, can I see?
Blood but no body? We must see what has happened to him.
Do you recognize the contents of this pouch?
A very unusual blend. There is a druid who uses this mix to aid sleep.
A monk called Gwillem poured some of it into my drink last night. The effects were intense.
Search the houses! Can't have gotten far!
They're coming for you. If they know I've aided you, it'll be my head next.
Can you?
I've seen nothing and no one.
Mother, if the stranger wants more of the herbs, they can talk to the druid Halewyn.
Yes. Halewyn's cabin is on a lake, near where the Cherwell and Great Ouse rivers meet. But he is a strange fish. Rarely does he speak to mortals, preferring the company of spirits. Now, I've business at Rollindrich. Find me there later.
That must be the home of the druid. The fellow's land is peopled by men of straw.
Mortals be gone. I am summoning a spirit of the woods. I will speak to no one else.
Just as Mordrin said. Maybe I should disguise myself.
Oh, Spirit, you have finally come. Days ago, a passing cloud foretold your arrival with droplets of sun-scented rain. But what form of being are you beneath this guise of horse and bone? From the realm of the Fae? I know you cannot say. I press no more. Whatever you be, now you are here, the ritual may begin. Oh, but the men of straw must announce you with sparks. Ignite the sky to begin anew, here at the death of the season. Until then, I await you, giving thanks in the glen. A Wickerman speaks.
Halewyn said that the Wickermen must announce me with fire. Perhaps I should set them ablaze.
Another! Let there be cacophony! One more! One more! They roar! Do you hear them? A chorus of fire!
That should be the last one. Back to the druid.
Speak to me, O wind!
I have come to ask you a single question.
Something about your demeanor and your physical manifestation now gives me pause. Are you truly a spirit of light?
I'm a spirit as any other.
Then prove it. You must know the depths of the world's mysteries before I will help you. Tell me the proper use of charms.
Very well. Ask your riddles.
Which is the charm that weds souls?
Give me a measure of time.
Are you a spirit of darkness? If it be not so, come back and try anew.
What are these things he's asking me? There must be trinkets around his house that will help. A hangman's noose, a knife, and the vile smells of poison. 3 ways to kill someone. This dagger is placed upside down. 2 ladles carved from a single branch. The grooves match. This symbol is one I've seen, carved into shields and headstones. This symbol is one I've seen, carved into shields and headstones. Their mouths are open, like they've been screaming secrets. The statue of a woman, Sabrina, watches me from the water below.
Speak to me, O wind. Have you found yourself? If you are a spirit of light, answer me this. Which is the charm that weds souls?
The charm of the double spoon.
Yes, such that a wedded pair can sup broth together. Man and woman are made of earth, of water, and wind. Which charm clods the earth, dries the water, and stills the wind?
Threefold death stops life's wind, returns a body to earth, and renders water into poison.
Threefold death is the charm. Which charm protects from evil spirits?
The symbol of the Celtic knot wards off harm.
A secure knot indeed. Only one of light need not fear it. You are a spirit of light. Mabon be praised. Would you like some bread and cream?
No, just the answer to a question. This herb pouch made its way to Gloucester in the hands of a strange man. Do you know it?
Aye. A mix to help him sleep. I filled this very pouch. And over a dandelion wine, he spoke fondly of his home, Cúthladrin.
Cúthladrin. Very well. I thank you, Halliwyn. But this spirit has others to visit this harvest moon.
Go with the wind and leaves, good friend of the hills.
Cúthladrin. Strange name. Strange name. Meanwhile, Modron awaits me at the stones nearby. I can see Modron ahead. How far has the search for me stretched?
Far enough to say it's best you stick to the countryside and wear that disguise. But Tefder's body has not been found as yet.
That night was full of drink and merriment. I do not remember much, but I had no quarrel with Tefder.
A sorry tale. Did you learn anything from Halliwyn?
He gave some herbs to a man from Cúthladrin. Name of Gwilym. He was drinking with Tefder and myself.
Cúthladrin is the Welsh name for the thieves' warren. It's atop a hill west of here. I can lead you.
I owe you a great deal for all your aid. You did not have to trust me.
Tefder's fate is to my interest as well. This is a troubling development that I hope to get to the bottom of.
Let us make haste then. I must find Gwilym and regain my honor. This forest and all Gloucestershire feels untamed. I feel as if I've ridden my horse through a door to another world.
Aye, there is old magic here. Old magic that would be snuffed out by Tefder and his church.
Tefter did speak of reformation. Do you think that's why he was targeted?
There are many who would claw their way to the top. Tefter's disappearance could be the work of any.
But you are a witch, open to wisdom from the gods. Have you seen anything?
I see much smoke. Are there any rival Danes passing through who could have done it?
If it were rival Danes, we would have heard their horns by now. We are not a humble sword.
Blunt tongues and sharp axes. Cúthludren, the Thieves' Warren. This is where I leave you.
You'll find somewhere safe.
There's a shrine nearby. If you've need of me, then meet me there. Gods old and new go with you.
This area is off limits.
When I awoke in this demon lair, I feared the worst.
Save your strength, Tefter. It's a long ride.
Ordered my death. I don't understand. He's been like a father to me.
I will ask him myself.
I was mulish when he spoke of the pagans being just as we. Living in kindness.
Going now.
Learned this from one of the daughters of Nainu. They're blessed in holy healing. It should help with the pain.
Thank you, Farron. You've been a great comfort.
That's Tefter's voice. So he lives. That must be where Gwilym is hiding.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit is right.
Eivor, you're alive.
Have mercy! We're under orders! Alderman Coonan, he gave us coin to dispose of Tefter.
Then he should demand it back. Shit sells swords you are. Cannot kill a single man. You made a poor choice in scapegoat, Gwilym.
And we thought that if we kept the lad alive, we could squeeze Coonan for more coin to keep it secret.
Why would Coonan pay to have Tefter killed? He is to be his successor.
We ain't ones for details. The less we know, the better, yeah?
You chose to extort the man, but you have no basis for the crime. You're imbeciles.
Look, we wasn't gonna kill the lad. We've come to like having him around. Tell her we've taken care of you.
Coonan did this? Why? I've done nothing.
Oh, gods, is he dead? Wake up! Wake up! Tell the Dane I've hand-fed you like a baby sparrow.
Move forward.
Look, Eivor, we're mates, right? Had drinks together. Remember the chickens?
Speak again and I'll take your tongue.
Tefter will need to see a healer. This lord have been smearing dung on his face. But I've been held for ransom by worse men.
Thank you for your aid then. And try not to get held for ransom a third time after you flee.
Thank you, stranger.
Thank you.
Please help me!
When I awoke, I was mulish when he spoke of the pagans being just as we. Living in kindness, under the laws of many gods. One face, many faces. It matters not. We are all blessed to be alive in his glory.
This scrape has changed you, Tefter.
Changed me.
I should not be seen in this area.
The dressings.
He's hot to the touch, and his mind fades in and out. But he lives.
Perhaps a sickness of the blood. Shame, shame. He was captured by the men there?
They claim to have been hired by Kunan.
Kunan did this?
I know not why, only that he gave them coin to dispose of Teftir. You can see how well they saw to that.
They were alike once, the boy and Kunan. God-fearing Christians arguing the nature of life with me. But he softened. Men do great evil to cling on to power and save their skin. Perhaps he means to put Tevder to flame in his place.
Does not the right demand the leader?
If he made the lad's body Elderman, then it would still be right to sacrifice.
Then he's not safe until I've dealt with Kunan. Can you tend to his wounds?
I'm a very good healer. But if the gods want him to join them, I cannot stop their will. Eivor, what will you do with Kunan?
I will reveal his sins. Let his people decide if he deserves an honorable death.
The man tarnished your name and you would let him live?
Shame for shame. Not even his god will welcome him when I'm done.
You are resolute, then. Then may you ride as Rhiannon.
Thank you, Modron. And please, take care of Teftir. I must get to Kunan before the festival's end. I'm spotted. The Longhouse is a good place to start.
Well then, other.
Survey the area, Sunan. Where are you, Kunan? He isn't here. But someone else may have seen him. Bridget is here. I should...
Eivor, finally tiri de chwaled.
Bridget, it is good to see you.
Eivor, but has become of Tevder. Did you faint yours corf?
Thank you.
Bridget! I found an abandoned bird nest in the rafters. I'm going to take it home to Mother.
If you gather it, then the babans will do it all and lay it got.
It's you again. The Sowan Butcher.
The Sowan Butcher. Never mind. Gwyneth, I'm looking for Kunan. Have you seen him?
He's busy with the festival and shooed me away to Bridget. Would you like to see some magic I've been practicing?
Can you show me to Kunan if I say yes?
Just one trick, and then I can show you around. Okay. So reach into this pouch. And the number of stones you're holding is 3.
Wonderful magic, Gwen. But now I really need to find Kunan.
Come on, let's go find him. They're the church ladies. They don't...
I would know more about you, Gwyneth. You're certainly an odd little bird.
Mother says there'll be no one like me in the whole of creation. From the dawn of dust to the end of sorrows.
Your mother trusts you, lets you run about on your own.
She spends the holiday blessing hermits in old rocks. What fun is that?
And your father, Gwyneth, where is he?
Well, it's not to be spoken of. But I was born from the union of my mother with the horned king of the forest, Genunos.
You're close with Bridget.
She's like a big sister. But it's not like I'm going to get to see her much anymore once she leaves with you and Gunnar.
How do you spend your days, Gwyneth?
Collecting dead things for Mama's spells. I have quite a collection. Birds, mice, beetles, and I dance, and I can talk to cats.
I should find Kunan.
The church ladies. They don't like the festival, but Mama says they come anyway to cluck like hens. Do you want to see another trick? I can pull an acorn from your ear.
I need...
Please or Tevder and Govlim. Ma priority fi depend ar rachib.
I need to find Coonan. It is important.
Fancy a game of all?
Why is that woman wearing a striped mask?
That's a badger. All the festival ladies in charge wear one.
Have you seen Alderman Coonan?
Oh, that unholy visage startled me. It's past sundown, so Coonan has retired to the church for prayer.
I have business with him.
Even if you have business with him, it will have to wait until the morning. Locked himself in. Only Geva has the key.
Would Geva let me in?
She's been instructed not to. Not that I can see her following a task so simple. Girl'd forget her own head if it weren't attached.
Thank you for your help. I will speak with Coonan tomorrow. The key is held by someone named Geva. I must find her. I'm looking for Gloucester's Alderman.
Well, the one who still draws breath is in the church.
How do I get in?
You're not supposed to get in. No reason to enter that dump anyway. Fuck, you'd have to get me very drunk to show you inside.
Sounds like some ale will loosen his tongue. You harbor a personal grudge against the church.
I hate this town more than I hate the building, or, Lord forbid, God himself. Damn kids here keep ruining my offerings in his glory.
Offerings?
Windows! Do you know the work, the artistry that goes into making a sheet of glass into a martyr?
The pretty glass pictures? They do break easily.
Yes, they do. Moons of painstaking work, shattered by one foul stone sent by pagan ruffians.
I'm very sorry for the loss of your work. I must get going.
Wait! One last drink before you go. A toast to Alderman Coonan. Or a toast to Samhain. One to the Mary Lwyd. Do you want to, glass?
If I break the glass window, I can get into the church. Have you seen Coonan?
He's gonna be in the Wicker Man.
Coonan?
Oh, for you, love? I could be.
Where's Coonan?
Mary Lwyd! Come dance with me!
Have you seen Coonan?
The Mary Lwyd! Oh, goodness, you're so frightening. What are you doing after the festival?
I am looking for Coonan.
Right, yes. He's in the church. Actually, if you're headed that way, this crate needs to be delivered to him. Just tell Geva I sent you.
Of course. What does Geva look like?
Badger mask, same as me. Should come running when she sees you. Best of luck, and happy Samhain!
Geva is waiting for this delivery to the church. That's my way in. What see you, old friend?
Right, gotta keep my... Ah, the crate! Yes, come this way. Good you came by. Sarah was supposed to drop it off ages ago.
Kunan is inside. I must find a way to get in. There you are, Snake Tongue.
Eivor! Have you been enjoying the festivities?
We are done with this shadow play. Tefter is safe, and I know of your plan to sacrifice him in your stead.
You think I mean to escape the flames? I go to the Wicker Man gladly, but I will not leave Gloucester in the hands of the Christian zealot.
Then what? Leave your people without a leader, and an angry church ready with holy fire?
They won't be without a leader. Modron will sit upon the Horn's throne.
Are you telling me that Modron lied?
Ha! We've turned you in circles like a dog, haven't we? Modron was the architect of Tevder's murder, Eivor.
All to take control of Gloucestershire for herself. It would be a hard grasp to hold, surrounded by Christians on all sides.
There was no other way. She had a vision. Tevder framed by flames and burning. Everything we created together.
Everything? You and Modron. Then Gwynedd.
A man must get his house in order before his death. Feather his nest for his children.
You and the witch, this was your plan. To make me dance your merry tune. So you could build a legacy for your daughter.
I always desired Modron. So when she asked me to take the part in a fertility ritual, of course I agreed. Our union conceived not only Gweneve, but a united Gloucestershire. One that Tevder would stamp out.
This is where you failed, Kunan. Tevder is a changed man. He straddles the same line as you.
Tevder? The boy has the head of a mule. You taught him reason?
Not just I. The kindness of bandits and strange Britons. He embraces Christ and Chernonos alike.
Shit. Prophecy is a strange web, is it not? Tevder's reformation just needed a kidnapping and a dedicated Dane. Eivor, Modron will have taken Tevder to her forest temple. If you make haste, you might be able to stay her blade. I have much to attend to here, otherwise I'd lead you myself. Go now. Unless you plan on killing me first.
You are already a dead man. I will not make your people suffer for your actions.
Thank you, Eivor. Your mercy will be rewarded, I'm sure.
Recognize Modron's voice.
Going to split you!
Stepped into Alfheim, or is this a new realm entirely?
Take this, Lord. Sweat and blood, death and birth. Turn this man from beast to earth.
Modron, stay your blade or die at my hand.
I should have known Kunan wouldn't have it in him to quarter you for the dogs.
It's a cold bitch who throws her lover to the wolves for her own crimes.
You understand so little. No matter. Let me enlighten you with the fury of the gods! Do it then. Leave Gloucestershire in the hands of that Christian, and for what? Your name and some trade routes?
Do you doubt the power of your gods to sway the mind of a man? Tefter is no longer the zealot you believe him to be.
A man will lie to save his skin. When you are gone, he'll gut me and burn my people. The gods showed me this.
Cunan spoke of your vision. The Nornir spin their fatal threats. But without your plan, his heart would remain unchanged.
Then I have no regrets. But I had a vision of you as well. One of a path that twists like the river Ouse.
A seer's spinnings twist limb and word alike. Prophecy is a river, and we are powerless to fight its clutches.
She was fighting to protect her people.
But she ground your name to dust. Sullied the honor of herself and her people.
I spared Cunan. Say your goodbyes and keep out of my sight, witch.
Mother?
What is this? Is this a weird hell?
No, we are in England. How are you feeling?
I feel well. But it's a little fragrant in here, is it not?
You will live to be Elderman yet, Tefter, despite the many attempts on your life.
Attempts? Untimely death? God's blood!
You're safe, and the ceremony will proceed in Gloucester.
Your wounds should heal by the next moon, if you get some rest.
Then you have my thanks, Mother Modron. Lovely woman. Utterly terrifying, though. Let's return with haste. This cave is a place of nightmares.
Welcome, fair traveler, curious child of his. I am Brendan of Ireland, and through light and voice have these stones spoken to me. Here lies the markings of him, where a second voice, higher than most, spoke to me again. Listen to all I have learned through prayer. Long ago was a great and tragic war. The offspring of gods who lived before the deluge. I pray for these rebel angels who came before.
What strange forces work here?
Die in a...
these old worlds I used to lie down and pray that the leaves would cover me. That I could drag them over me like a blanket and join Cernunos in a bed of leaves. Tuck me in, stranger, with a song.
The sound of Odin stomping on your bones is the only song you'll hear. Stretch your wings, Sunan. Smells like a trap.
If an evil man brings you biscuits, do you give them to your children?
I would not let good food go to waste.
I would let my children starve. A serpent's gift will always end in malice.
Sweet from evil remains sweet, even if it crumbles quickly in their hands. Go, Sunan. Gunnar, it's good to see a face I trust. Even your frightful muck. I thought this could be our shared saga, but it's time to leave. We have spent naught but a drink together.
Worry not, Eivor. You and I have many tales to tell yet. And our names ring out clear and with honor.
Yeah, a tale. A tale of Gloucester. Beautiful land. Full of damned fools.
Ha! I will drink to that. You have my thanks.
Anything for you, old friend.
Then let us say our farewells to this Wicker King, and then be on our way home.
Yes, Ranvi will be eager to meet Bridget. Bridget and Gunnar have already gone ahead. I should join them.
Seems that they're a bit ugly.
Show me your prophecy, witch.
And I shall give it. You are a great warrior, conqueror of this land, and that of your birth. But at the end of all things, you will find yourself with nothing but your regrets.
I see.
We first met at Simpkins' Wicker Man Ascension. I was besotted with you at a glance.
So long ago. Some poetic symmetry after 20 years' prosperity.
Gwen.
Please don't do it! We can burn something else! Someone else!
Peace, dear heart. I will join the dirt that grows the trees and the barley, my body feeding the gods, worms, and even you. So I will be here. And a long, long time from now. When you're old and wrinkled like an apple, you will see me again.
Father, I thought I could be ready.
It is time.
Then this is yours.
This is your path, Tifter. No thorns and briars could keep you from it.
And you, Eivor, friend of Gloucestershire, you have lived up to your reputation.
I know you owe me less than nothing, but please, take care of them.
I take no pleasure in the suffering of others. You would know this if you had given me a chance.
"20 years I have been your elderman. Now these old bones are ready for my last duty. I have worked alongside you, clearing fields, brewing drink, births and deaths. All growing and learning.
The Wicker Man is ready, O King. Your altar awaits.
I am honored to be your Harvest King. With this flame set, may our crops be plentiful and our winters brief.
Despite it all, he has the ending he prayed for.
Straight to the mouths of hungry gods.
Eivor, the honor's yours.
Praise the Harvest King!
Bloody pagans!
Why does Coonan have to go?
He's saving us all, love.
Dear God, preserve Cunan's soul.
Thank you for your life, O King.
Gods, please bless our fields with...
Our Father, who art in heaven, our Mother, who art in earth, please, please accept this offering. Take of me my flesh and bone and bless. Bless.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randy. Best tell her the good news. What do you see? I wonder how Halfdan fares now that he sits on the throne.
Við sláturhögg, við hendast. Það eins og að auðsa soppum dumtur. Við erum að venja steining og flugum.
Moira may know where Halfdan has gone. Moira, is something wrong?
Weep
for Northumbria.
Is it Halfdan? Has he gotten worse?
His heart is broken. He's a mere shadow of himself. With Faravid lost and his brothers away, he wallows in paranoia and sadness.
I could speak with him. Where is he now?
Wandering the fields of Piteringa with his beloved Beonton.
I'll find him. Thank you, Moira.
Piteringa is in the east. Just follow the road to Scarborough.
A fishmonger can't sell weak old fish. Where's that husband of yours? Out fishing again.
Cast about this land, my friend.
No glory, no hope. Nothing but snow, silent as a corpse in its grave.
Stand up, Halfdan. I'm taking you back to Jorvik. Up, my lord. You're a king. You're not allowed to sulk. Men bled and died to sit you on that throne. So go, sit.
My brother Ivar. Did he die well?
He died fighting.
You slew my brother and never said a word. You kept this from me.
It was no secret. Uba knew, did he not?
Leave me.
I will not. I've come to see you safely home. Now get up.
I mislaid my hammer. I think Beonton ran off with it, but I'm not well, Eivor.
I'll find your hammer, and then you'll come with me.
I was on my way to Scarborough. If you find my hammer, bring it to me there.
Show me the hammer. Half drunk needs his hammer. The lighthouse. Halfdan awaits. This hammer is not meant to be thrown, Halfdan. Remember that next time.
My father, Ragnar, he gifted this to me. Took it off a Finnish chief. Still warm with blood when he handed it to me. I had 14 winters.
Ragnar Lothbrok was a great king.
A Finnish arrow killed my mother. A shield maiden she was. As fierce as a wolf swallowing the sun. My father swore to kill the men who took her from us. And he did. 14 against 1. But that was years ago in the east. And this is the west, where my father lies dead. A pile of bones in a pit of snakes.
And here we are, still telling stories of his life and deeds.
How did my brother die?
With his hand on his axe, awaiting the maidens of the battle slain.
Now he drinks at our father's side, awaiting the war at the end of days. Beonton, my boy! Come here, boy!
A dog always forgives, but he needs you home. All of Northumbria does.
Do a last thing for me. Light the beacon for all to see, and let it burn. Thank you, friend. You are always welcome at my hall.